Hello everyone. Today's lecture theme is database systems. Introduction to database systems. What is a database? Database is a structured collection of records or data. A computer database is a kind of software to organize the storage of data. Databases help us organize this related information in a logical fashion for easy access and retrieval. To develop a database, there are several models used, such as hierarchical model, network model, relational model, and object-oriented models. With database systems, we can design, implement operations, train, concept, testing, and planning the data or information. Database systems or file systems. What are they? A database consists of logically related data stored in a single repository. It provides advantages over file system management approach and eliminates inconsistency, data anomalies, data dependency, and structural dependency problems. And they stores data structures, relationships, and access paths. There is a given architecture for a database systems and its view of data. Database systems consist of logical level and physical level. View 1, View 2, and it consists of View n. Database systems functions. The first, data dictionary stores data relationships to be consulted by all programs that access the database. Automatically records changes. Structural and data dependence are eliminated. The next, interaction with the file manager takes care of structures for data storage. Security enforces data access policies. Multi-user access control, backup and recovery. Data integrity. Data access through 4GL and 3GLs. Database models. A database model is a collection of logical constructors used to represent the data structure and the data relationships found within the database. There are two categories of database models. The first one, conceptual models. What is it? This model focuses on the logical nature of the data representation, and they are concerned with what is represented rather than how it's represented. And the next category is implementation models. It places the emphasis on how the data are represented in the database or on how the data structures are implemented. Database architecture. The first is hierarchical model. In a hierarchical model, data is organized into an inverted tree-like structure. The structure arranges the various data elements in a hierarchy and helps to establish logical relationships among data elements of multiple files. Each unit in the model is a record, which is also known as a node. Each record has a single parent. The next is network model. The network model tends to store records with links to other records. Each record in the database can have multiple parents. The relationships among data elements can have many-to-many relationships. So this model is an expansion to the hierarchical structure, allowing many-to-many relationships in a tree-like structure that allows multiple parents. The network model provides greater advantage than the hierarchical model. that it promotes greater flexibility and data accessibility. The next data model is relational model. The relational model for the database management is a database, a model based on relations. The basic data structure of the relational model is a table where information about a particular entity, for example, we can see a student, is represented in columns and rows. The columns enumerate the various attributes of entity, student name, address, registration number, etc. The rows, also called records, represent instance of an entity, for example, specific student. Next, data models, object-oriented model. This model provides full-featured database programming capability while containing native language capability. It adds the database functionality to object programming languages. This approach is analogical of the application and database development into a constant data model and language environment. Applications require less code, use more natural data modeling, and the code base are easier to maintain. Object developers can write complete database applications with a decent amount of additional effort, but object-oriented databases are more expensive to develop. There is given some basic terminology in database. Database management systems consist of object, table, foreign key, primary key, field, record, relationships, and database. Database tell the truth. The condition database is an organized collection of the related information. In conclusion, a database is an organized collection of the related information. Databases today are essential to every business. Whenever you visit a major website, Google, Yahoo, Amazon.com, or thousands of smaller sites that provide information, there is a database behind the scenes serving up the information you request. Corporations maintain all their important records in database. In this presentation, we learned a lot of information concerning database, and we supplement our vocabulary with different terms. Thank you. Goodbye, guys.